Good morning, traders. This is TonyD from easyMarkets in Sydney. We had a big move overnight. The US dollar was surprisingly strong after the Fed came out, started talking up chances of a rate hike. The market responded, increasing the chances to 70% now for December. While there was a reduction in dot points, there was a bit of a focus there that majority saw that the Fed had to raise again this year, and so this has led the market to continue its US dollar recovery rally. Dollar yen's back above 112, euros rejected 120, down to this 118.70 so far. But this is the best opportunity that US dollars had to get some strength, sustained strength as well in the past couple of months. So you're looking at most pairs under a little bit of pressure. Technically, we haven't seen them break some key levels just yet. A lot of testing some key levels. Gold's testing 1300 right now, but you still need a couple more days of selling to get the pound and the euro back to some of its lows, which is a little bit closer to that 117 level. Then you could see the market turn. In terms of big news coming forward and what's going on in the markets right now, apart from the Fed being surprisingly hawkish last night, we did see oil continue very high. Commodity index was surging overnight. This led to outperformance in the commodity currencies. So the Aussie dollar, while it's lower, is still outperforming the euro and the pound and the yen. And the Kiwi dollar was very well supported. That spike higher here was on the back of a new poll out from New Zealand suggesting that the Nationals are going to romp at home. So that's a dramatic reversal in sentiment in the last week. The Nationals now expected to leading by around about nine points there. With the weekend polling coming up, the actual election on this weekend, it's very unlikely that that sort of gap could be closed. So the Kiwis enjoying a nice relief rally, should be well supported today and into the weekend, and then on Monday, if they actually do win, then you have the buy the rumor, sell the facts sort of issues, but we could be much higher by that point of time. So the Kiwi is well supported. Canadian dollars not doing too bad as well, given that oil is so strong here above 50. In terms of where we can get to now, if you're looking back previously, there was another little zone that the market liked to trade in, just between the 51 to 50 sort of 5 zone, and the market might break up into that since it has sort of closed now above that 50 level and getting a bit more comfortable up here. And so the actual commodity currencies may be well supported, maybe not as strong as US dollar if it's going to be pushing back against everything and the market's getting excited here, and maybe you see the dollar yen lead most of the pairs will lead the US dollar higher against most of the pairs, but you need to be looking for the weakest currencies out there if you are going to be buying the dollar. So in the moment, it's going to be the safe havens like Swiss, and selling gold, and gold's at 1300, which is a key level. See how the price action is there. If we break lower today, then there's going to be a lot more selling coming through on gold, because stocks are at record highs. So stocks are at record highs, even though they're talking about raising rates. Stock market is just relentless. It's very hard to sort of be buying safe havens in this current market. Now that could change. That could change coming up on the weekend. Tax plan is expected to be released next week. Healthcare vote is expected to be released next week. So the Trump's agenda and sort of the ability of Trump to get things passed that he's promised the market is going to be questioned next week, depending on how it goes through. If he can't get past the healthcare again, and if the tax plan looks a little bit dead on arrival, then that could be the damaging death blow to the stock market. And if we start to see a correction, then the safe havens are the ones that are going to be strong. So there is some risk on the horizon, but in the very short term, you've got to be looking at US dollar strength, safe haven weakness, and commodity currency strength. Alright guys, if you want to have a chat about your particular pairs or your particular crosses, come through to the dealing room on the numbers below. Contact your dealer there. If you are not a member of the easyMarkets dealing room, then please join the active traders group on the link below, and then you'll be assigned a dealer. We'll be teaching you how to trade, what the best way to get in and out of the market is, how to use indicators, and we also offer significantly tighter spreads on those accounts if you're an active trader. Alright guys, best of luck. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time. Trade safe.